Okay, today we are in the little museum that we keep at TEP, and I'm going to talk about the Perfection 500 wicks. The first modern wick came out in 1906, which is this one. It's the Perfection number 3. Kind of hard to, there it is. Kind of hard to see, but number 3 Perfection. And it came as a sock, and you got a carrier, and you bought the sock and put it in the carrier. That was generally for the models 100 and 200. To replace the wick, you had to pull the cage, remove the sock, put the new sock in, reinstall the cage, and that style lasted from 1906 to 1917, and it was marketed by the Cleveland Foundry Company. In 1917, the next style came out, which would be this, although this box is from 1919. And it came like this with the modern carrier. And it's stamped like the modern ones, number 500. For some reason they put it in upside down. And that, like I said, that was 1917. And that was by the Cleveland Metal Products Company. This box is from 1919. And the only difference between the 1917 and the 1919 is, that I can see, is the style of the logo, and the wick actually had a the carrier had a stamp on it saying 1919 patent. Next was this style. This was from 1925. And the company name was then the Perfection Stove Company. Same basic style. So here's a look at all sides of the box from 1925. You had your re-wicking instructions right here. The next one, this box came in 1955, and the name again was changed to Perfection Industries. Same basic wick as you have been seeing. Nothing's really changed from back in 1917 when they started putting the cage in. There's your re-wicking instructions. Sold for $1. The next edition isn't really so much a change other than just the name of the company. It was now Perfection Products Company as opposed to Perfection Industries. This is from 1967. They changed to a the modern style of just having a few ladder rungs. Now I have seen these with the old style carrier, but this one is a very, very late one, and I know it's late because they give you this little notice here. I'll put that up on the screen. But it basically says, your UL standards, new UL standards effective June 1983 require a tip-over flame extinguisher for heaters to be approved for indoor use to preclude the possibility of fire if tipped over. If you use your heater indoors, it is recommended that you replace your old style reservoir with a new style which incorporates a tip-over flame extinguisher device and a fiberglass wick for longer wick life. Ask your dealer for Perfection Replacement Reservoir D107806-G1. So towards the end, they did go to the cheaper style of cage, but it's the same basic box, only the wick. I guess the only real difference is right there. At that time they weren't doing the ranges and everything, they just were doing portable heaters, gas and oil room heaters, where here you have everything that they did. And with that note telling you that you're supposed to use the fiberglass wick, this is the Perfection 700X, which is the fiberglass wick, and as you can see, it sold for $10.99 back in the day. The cheap style or modern carrier, you got the cotton tails, and you have fiberglass on the top, and you can, if you can see in there, it is sewn onto the cotton. The thing about the fiberglass is it'll last longer. However, you have to take the thing outside and burn it out. You can't just clean the top of the wick. You have to deal with it like a modern kerosene heater. And finally, we have current issue Hattersley 500 wick as sold by Miles Stair. The modern cheap style carrier, and tails and lots of string, and there's nothing special about this box other than they give you the instructions on how to re-wick.